Welcome back to the 2 Minute Warning, episode 368. A new topic today that I'm very excited to do. Florida Gators Baseball today marks 3 days until the season starts. Today is Tuesday. We open up the season Friday the 19th against Miami here in Gainesville. Super excited for what this season has in store for us. So today I'm going to be talking about what our lineup's going to look like this opening weekend and really what this season has in store for the Gators. But first, question of the day. How many national championships do your Florida Gators have in baseball, of course? Again, if you know the answer, comment below. And if you don't, stick around to the end of the video and we'll discuss it then. But obviously, the Florida Gators looked very good last year until the season was canceled. We were 16-1. We dropped the last game of the year against FSU, which is, it's pretty annoying that happened to us. But when you look at this Gators baseball team, you see a lot of young guys with so potential through the roof. We didn't really lose anybody last year except for lefty outfielder Austin Langworthy. Yes, he was a good player and a big addition, leader for the team, but to only lose one main guy, that means that this team was already number one in the country, and you guessed it, unanimously ranked number one coming into this year by D1 Baseball, Perfect Game, Collegiate Baseball Rankings, you name it. The ranking polls have Gators at number one unanimously across all platforms. So that's obviously awesome to see that our program has done that, but us, it's a little obviously when you're on top, everyone's coming for you. So the Gators are going to have to play well, obviously play good baseball to keep that number one ranking. As I mentioned, our roster last year that led us to 16-1. We were 16-0. We lost that one game at the end of the year, but really we have everybody back. Our pitching, our starting rotation, pitching, bullpen, all of the above is very, very good. One of the best in the country. Last year, of course, and this year is really untouched. So nothing should really change. So I think it's very, very, very hopeful to say this is a College World Series team. I mean, we can win the SEC, which we've done 12 times in school history. We can do that, and we can make a College World Series run for sure, and hopefully have a shot at winning it all. Which at this point we do have a shot at winning it all. Like I said, opening the season against Miami. Number 21 ranked, so certainly, especially being an in-state rivalry, it's always been a good matchup between Florida and Miami. So it's going to be very, very eventful. Miami, obviously ranked lower than we are, but certainly not a gimme team. Of course, the Gators in a new stadium this year, and if you haven't seen the stadium, which I have been inside of it, it is beautiful. Florida Field, they call it. McKeithen has been since bulldozed. McKeithen obviously was the old stadium, but the stadium is beautiful. So come out and see it if you can, because it's going to be great to watch baseball in. But let's get to the lineup. So who we expect to start for this Gators team this weekend, or starting the season and moving forward, hopefully. Starting behind the plate, we have senior catcher Cal Greenfield. Obviously, catcher is a very important position on the infield, and to have a senior back there among all these young guys around him is very beneficial. Greenfield hit .233 last year. He had a home run last year as a junior. So he didn't blow anybody out of the water, but his main presence is there behind the plate, holding the infield down and looking. I was actually out there at an inter squad the other day watching the team, and he's got a really good arm, so he should be able to throw people out left and right. And I got great confidence in Greenfield behind the plate. At first base, we got Chris Armstrong. Last year, he hit .250 and a home run. He's actually a two-way. He pitched his in 2019, I believe. His sophomore year, he threw some, and I'm not sure if he expects to throw any this year, but for right now, he's going to be our first baseman, and he is a junior right now. And like I said, .250 last year, hit a home run. Nothing spectacular, but first baseman is obviously, I mean, I'm going to basically say every position on the infield is important, but first baseman there, and I like him as a junior again, one of the older guys on the roster. Second base, we got Corey Acton. He last year didn't really have a great year, hit 192, but the main thing I like about him is his consistency. He played all 60 games in 2019, one of only two guys on the roster to do it. He's very reliable, and of course he's good on defense, and he walks a lot. He had a 364 on base percentage last year in the short season, but he's got a great eye at the plate, and he knows how to get on base, and he plays great defense, so I like him at second base a lot. Third base, we got Kirby Mcmullen. He actually started his career with the Gators as a pitcher. He didn't hit a whole lot. His ERA got ran up, so he actually I take that back. He won several of his appearances in like 2019, had like a 5 ERA though, so he wasn't like lights out. But last year he started swinging the bat. He had 278 last year and really been hitting more ever since then. And last year he was top, I think he had 10 or 11 RBIs, which is like third on the team. So he was one of the team RBI leaders last year after coming on to the roster as a pitcher. So that's obviously pretty cool as a third baseman, but again, good on defense. He's got a strong arm. And then coming up next, we got the centerpiece of the infield, sophomore Josh Rivera. Very talented player. I mean, all qualities of a shortstop that you'd want. Soft hands, he's got them. Strong arm, he's got them. Quick bat, quick arm, quick hands, everything, he's got it. He came out of IMG. Actually, Wade, he's not here with me, but him and I played high school baseball against this guy, so we kind of got to watch firsthand. He's a really good ball player. He started all 16 games for the Gators last year. He had 17 hits, which was, I think, second or third on the team. He had 9 RBIs, which was third on the team. And he also had 2 home runs. And he also won SEC Freshman of the Week early in the season. So this guy at shortstop in Josh Rivera is a guy that we're going to be able to rely on and really serve as the rock of our infield. I like him a lot. And then the outfield, we got Jacob Young in left field. He had actually 450. He hit 450 last year. He came out on fire. He wasn't hitting a lot of extra base hits. He had no home runs, but he was hitting the ball. He had 9 RBIs. So obviously him in left field. Hopefully he can continue that and carry it into this season. But I like Young in left field. And then, of course, centerpiece of the outfield in Judd Fabian, who actually skipped his senior year of high school to start playing ball early at the University of Florida. I didn't know you could do that, but he did. 2019, he had a big year, hit 7 home runs. Last year, things kind of slowed down for him, but he did hit 294. So I like Fabian in center field a lot, and he's very good in the outfield. He's very fast. And then in right field, Kendrick Galileo hit 262 last year in a home run, and just like any right fielder does, he has a very strong arm. So I like him in right field. I like our outfield. Our infield is so solid. Like I said, our infield held down at shortstop by Josh Rivera, and everyone around him is solid. So this is a Florida team that I think is going to be able to win games 5, 6, 7 to nothing. But in the event that their bats are off, they're going to be certainly capable of winning games 2-1, 1-0, 2-0, 3-2 because of how good their defense is. So when you look at this team with the lineup that can hit the ball really well, but the defense that's even better, that just reiterates what I just said, is they can win games by outscoring teams and also by playing lockdown defense. And then last but not least, and the DH, we got Nathan Hickey at DH. He can really swing it. But last but not least, our starting pitcher, Friday the 19th against Miami, like I said, should be Tommy Mace. He was a weekend starter in 2019. That's how he started off, throwing weekend games. And then in 2020, got his ERA ran up pretty high. But then 2019, kind of got his ERA ran up pretty high. But last year, he posted a sub 1.7 ERA, 1.66, I think. 5 earned runs through 27 innings on the mound. He is very good. He's got a 4-pitch mix. He mixes in a 4-seam at mid-90s, upwards of mid-90s, but usually he sits low 90s. He's got a cutter that he throws upper 80s, and he also mixes in a slider and a curveball. So a 4-pitch mix from Mace. That's what we should have starting. But like I said, the Gators pitching staff as a whole is top in the country. So even after Mace throws, I mean, whoever we have after that is going to be solid. So really, what can we expect from this Gators team? Well, for me, it's College World Series appearance or bust. I think this team is certainly capable of it. Defense is there, hitting is there, and I'm super excited to see this team play. Like I said, opening up the season this weekend against Miami. Don't miss it. I'll actually be at the game, so come find me in the stadium. But anyway, that's all for the video, guys. Go Gators. Comment below how you think the Florida Gators season will go. And now for the question today, the Florida Gators have won 1 College World Series. That was back in 2017. As I mentioned, they've won the SEC 12 times, but have only won one College World Series championship as a baseball team. Guys, thanks for watching. Tune in.